The organizing committee of the Winter Olympics in Beijing handed over the Olympic flag to the organizers of the 2026 Games, which will be held in Milan and Cortina d'Ampezzo, Italy. The flag handover ceremony took place as part of the closing of the Olympic Games 2022 in Beijing. The mayor of the Chinese capital, Chen Jining, presented the symbol of the Olympic movement to the head of the International Olympic Committee, IOC, Thomas Bach, who handed it over to the mayor of Milan, Giuseppe Sale, and the mayor of Cortina d'Ampezzo, Gianpietro Gedina. The Winter Games will be held there in 2026. The ceremonial handover took place at the closing ceremony of the Beijing Olympics, which takes place at the National Stadium. What do we know about the city of Cortina d'Ampezzo, Italy? Surrounded by the Dolomites, in the center of the Ampezzo Valley at an altitude of 1,224 meters above sea level in the Veneto region of northern Italy, this small Italian city is located, which has become famous throughout the world over the years of its long history. One of the reasons for this popularity is the hosting of the 1956 Olympic Winter Games in Cortina d'Ampezzo. Today the city has occupied a solid niche in the list of the most popular winter sports resorts, has become famous for its ski slopes, picturesque landscapes and developed tourist infrastructure. And thanks to its rich history and location, interest in the city does not disappear even outside the ski season. Mountain ranges, unique in their mineral composition and age, form a real geological treasure of the region. Unforgettable steep walls, peaks, green valleys, high mountain pastures, lakes, canyons and waterfalls. The Ampezzo Natural Park is the perfect place for a walk. History of Cortina d'Ampezzo. The official date of the foundation of Cortina as a city is 1156. The area keeps evidence of the existence of ancient Roman settlements on its territory, as well as traces of barbarians. The area was originally predominantly agricultural due to its sheltered and safe location in the Dolomites. The beginning of the timber trade served as a breakthrough for the economic development of the region. During the Middle Ages, Ampezzo was under the jurisdiction of the Holy Roman Empire. In 1420 it was conquered by the Venetian Republic. Due to its geographical position, the city played a key role in the connection between the Republic and the Austrian Innsbruck. For more than 400 years the city was part of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Cortina d'Ampezzo became a summer resort already at the end of the 19th century. The Viennese nobility came to the Dolomites for the summer. By the middle of the 19th century, rail links reached the region. As a result, respectable English, German and Russian travelers began to arrive in the city, discovering the beautiful mountains. Thanks to newspaper notes, the fame of Cortina spread throughout the world. An important part of the history of the First World War was written in the mountains of Cortina d'Ampezzo. Bloody battles between Italians and Austrians were fought in the region. Evidence of military action has been restored and collected in a huge open-air museum of the Great War in the Dolomites, open to the public at any time of the year. Along the footpaths and ski slopes, in the heart of the Dolomites, today you can visit the tunnels, trenches, positions and forts of the early 20th century. In winter, the exhibition areas are accessible to skiers thanks to ski lifts, and in summer, you can explore the exposition enjoying magnificent views, walking or cycling. The Olympic legacy of Cortina d'Ampezzo. The 1950s marked the beginning of the golden era of the Ampezzo Valley. The rise of winter tourism is associated precisely with the holding of the Winter Olympic Games, which were broadcast live. Sports facilities were built for them, which can still be seen today: ski jumps, the Olympic Stadium and the bobsleigh track, which was closed just a few years ago. Cortina has become a prestigious destination for winter sports. Today, Cortina d'Ampezzo offers over 140 kilometers of ski slopes, open from December to March. The first cable cars connecting the city center with the ski lifts were built in the 30s of the last century. Today, modern cable cars and lifts are ready to deliver everyone to the routes. The Dolomites of Cortina d'Ampezzo. The undoubted pearl of the area is the Dolomites. They are named after the French naturalist Odet de Dolomieu, who in the second half of the 18th century was the first to study the special type of rocks that prevail in this region. He was fascinated by these mountains, which change color at sunrise and sunset, acquiring an amazing pinkish hue. He discovered and studied unique rocks, and it was he who named the brightest peaks. Largely thanks to Dolomieu, the Tofonti di Mezzo mountain range was studied with three main peaks, each of which exceeds the mark of 3,000 meters. In the center of the ridge there was once a small glacier. Cristallo, with a peak height of 3,221 meters, closes the Valley d'Ampezzo from the north, is one of the most majestic and famous mountains in the Dolomites, and together with Pomme Gagnon closes the Valley d'Ampezzo from the north. Cristallo impresses with high, often sheer rocky walls. Largely thanks to Dolomites, the Tofonati di Mezzo mountain range was studied with three main peaks, each of which exceeds the mark of 3,000 meters. In the center of the ridge there was once a small glacier. Cristallo, with a peak height of 3,221 meters, closes the Valle d'Ampezzo from the north, is one of the most majestic and famous mountains in the Dolomites, and together with Pomegagnon closes the Valle d'Ampezzo from the north. Cristallo impresses with high, often sheer rocky walls. The characteristic pale gray rock formations of the Five Towers are located south of the Falzariga mountain pass. It was here, among the mountain peaks, reminiscent of medieval towers, that the bloody hostilities of the First World War between the Italian and Austro-Hungarian armies took place. Many of the toys' structures have been restored, offering routes of great historical interest. The peaks of Floria are the starting point of many ski slopes and routes used by tourists in spring and summer. According to legend, this is where the god's house was located, because every morning the sun rises behind them. City of Cortina d'Ampezzo. Mount Lagashi, named after the lake that forms here in the spring, has been connected by cable car to the Falzariga Pass since 1965. This mountainous area was used as a summer pasture in the 18th century. Croda Rossa d'Ampezzo is located on the border between the provinces of Belluno and Bolzano in the natural park of the d'Ampezzo Dolomites. It owes its name to the presence of Jurassic limestone and marl, which give the mountain a special shade of red that distinguishes it from other lighter-colored Dolomites. City of Cortina d'Ampezzo. Characteristic is the shape of the Becco di Mezzodi Mountains with a peak 2,602 meters high. The shape of the ridge resembles a beak, which is clearly visible from the center of Cortina. Mount Pomegagnon was a symbol of the Winter Olympics and its image adorned award medals. The mountain surrounds the Valley of Cortina, and thanks to its proximity to the city, it creates an incredible sense of grandeur. Full text of the publication at the link under the video.